And we welcome you to Philadelphia. Cool, crisp afternoon as the Phillies and the Reds get set to go out of Game 1 of this National League Division Series.
Roy Halladay is the best pitcher that I've ever seen. But there had to have been some nerves going on. There had to have been some excitement.
Tonight, Charlie Manuel hands the ball to a playoff rookie. As right-hander Roy Halladay, after 320 regular season starts, finally gets to make an appearance in the postseason.
It is so loud in here, you can't even hear your heartbeat.
Doc was just Doc. The lights didn't get brighter or anything. His mindset, I think, was still the same. It's one of those things where you know what's at stake, but I'm just going to go out there and go do what I need to do.
Roy Halladay has completed his warm-up tosses. Brandon Phillips stepping into the batter's box. We are just about ready to go.
When I saw the first few pitches, I remember thinking, whoa, you got to get going now. Like, this guy is really sharp today.
Otto swings and hits a one-hopper out to second. Utley flags it down, fires to first. It's a 1-2-3 start for Roy Halladay to his postseason career.
I can tell you after that first inning, I was like, these boys are in trouble. They don't have a chance today.
Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Roy Halladay gets rolling, pulled the string on it.
Everything was in the strike zone, and the sinker, the quarter, everything was working. So when he got that, it was no chance.
Man, oh man, Roy Halladay locked and loaded here early.
I just remember thinking, wow, he's got a really good sinker.
As he backdoors Scott Rowland, the comeback sinker.
I remember seeing his cutter and thinking, wow, he's got a really good cutter. And then he threw his splitter, and I remember thinking, oh, he's got a really good splitter too. And then I threw his curveball, and I remember thinking, oh, he's got the best curveball I've ever seen. You know, it just was like one after the other, after the other.
He's had perfect control of all his pitches tonight against the best hitting team in the National League, and he has dazzled them.
To have those 4 pitches was not fun for opposing hitters.
Swing and a miss. He got him with another breaking ball. Boy, Halladay is just throwing a buffet of pitches today.
You see the way the ball's moving. You see Chooch's glove here, and it drops down maybe an inch. Chooch gloves here, maybe it moves over an inch, and it's like he is dotting. From my vantage, you can see it all happening. You can see his body language. You can see Chooch. You can see the ball ducking and diving. And lastly, you can see the hitters taking off their helmets, and they're just eyes big like, whew, that's filthy, and it never stops.
You know, Jay Bruce walked against him, and Jay always brings it up to me. He's like, would have been a perfect game, but thank God I was there, you know, sort of thing. So.
And how about this? Roy Halladay, through 6, has not allowed a hit.
Here's Joey Votto, a couple of groundouts in the ballgame tonight.
What I was thinking before that at bat, I need to like throw him off in such a way that maybe he gets rattled and hits me. So I get in the box, and as Roy gets on the mound, I call timeout.
Halladay was ready to wind, and time was called at the plate.
I take a pitch or two, and I say, I'm going to call timeout again.
Now time called again as Halladay begins his windup.
I ended up making it out that at bat. And next year at the All-Star game, he said, hey, remember when you called timeout twice during that at bat? I wanted to kill you. If I could have, I would have walked to home plate and choked you to death.
2 out, 7th inning. Got him. Roy Halladay, 7 no-hit innings. And you better believe it is Doctober time here in Philadelphia.
Once you got around, I think it was the 7th inning, I kind of had a feeling it could happen once we got through the meat of the order that last time. Then I was like, all right, he's got a legit shot to do this.
Fans standing, waving the white towels. A spectacular scene. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called over the outside corner. Got him looking. Another 1-2-3 inning for Roy Halladay. No hits allowed through 8 innings tonight here in Game 1.
It's like a quick glance at each other and like, you know, that's...
And history on the line here in Philadelphia. All zeros. 8 no-hit innings for Halladay at his first postseason start. In the air, Chase Utley. Nothing is routine at this point. Utley makes a catch. 1 gone. 2 outs away from a no-hitter in Game 1 of the division series.
He's not been a doctor tonight. He's been a surgeon.
Over is Valdez with room. 2 outs.
Can't even begin to tell you how loud it is here, folks.
The Reds' last hope, Brandon Phillips. And one more piece to the puzzle for Roy Halladay.
Just about 7:45, October the 6th, 2010, the first postseason game for Roy Halladay. He winds the 0-2, swing and a dribbler out in front of the plate.
I feel like it hit Brandon Phillips' bat a couple different times.
My first thought is there's no way we're getting him out. There's no way we're getting him out. The ball's gonna hit the bat, and it's, you know, what, something's gonna happen screwy.
I was panicking a little bit in that play because it was like no-hitter. If I don't make this play, you know, it's over.
Ruiz out to get it. The throw from his knees. It's in time, and it's a no-hitter. Unbelievable. Ruiz and Halladay embrace, and the Phillies celebrate around Roy Halladay.
Really? Like your first game in the postseason and you throw a no-no. But at the same time, it's like, you're almost like you're not surprised.
It's the second no-hitter in Major League postseason history.
There's no question about it. That was the best performance I've ever seen.
The ace of aces, Roy Halladay, a postseason no-hitter.
He throws a no-hitter. It's like, that's cool, but we have a series to win. And when we got into the clubhouse, he made that very clear.
He didn't really want the attention. He was putting praise on everyone else.
You know, I think if you can keep that focus, you know, off yourself, on the team, trying to help, it makes your job a lot easier.
He deflected the attention away from himself to his teammates, which you don't see very often. And it gives me kind of goosebumps thinking about it.
When you saw him pitch, or you saw highlights, or you competed against him, you felt like you were playing against a Hall of Famer, just a matter of time.
Ray, people will come, Ray. Oh, people will come, Ray. People will most definitely come.